What's going on, YouTube world? It's that dude named Dave, and I'm back with another video. Before we get started here, gotta do the house cleaning. Y'all see the stats and y'all see my numbers. I'm straight struggling. Ain't it? Struggle stream alert. So click like and subscribe and that bell notification below, because I need the YouTube algorithm. Help your boy out. So I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to do that. Few seconds, wasn't trying to long stroke you. So today's video, I'm coming back with the lead attorney, and in this particular information here, we're gonna go ahead and talk about women and their college degrees, and do they matter or don't they matter? What do you guys think here? But before you do, let's get to the clip.
I came across a clip where Kevin Samuels was talking about, or it was a very short clip, so if I take it out of context, I apologize. But he was basically telling a woman that her degree didn't matter. He was telling her that the accomplishments that basically she got, or that she wanted to pursue, she should forego that and focus on the marriage, the husband, and the children. And I thought that was a little unfair because and before I find my husband, I need to be able to meet my husband where he is, regardless of wherever I decide that should be. But I need to be able to, because if something happens to him, who else is supposed to support the household? So if I go out to make myself as versatile as possible in the job market to be able to add to him, what's the problem with that? And
Before we get going here, I can respect the fact that she's coming in earnest faith here. You know, she's not being ingenuous. She's asking a serious question from an old Kevin Samuels video, and we know why the degree doesn't matter, and the fact that if something happens to her man, she wouldn't be able to hold him down. I can understand that logic, right? So let's get back to the clip.
also still pursue finding love, or finding a husband.
The problem is that last part that you said, you said you want to add to him, right? And I think that's good. You should certainly add to your man, but you have to understand that your man doesn't need you to add to him in all ways. Your man needs you to add to him in certain ways. You getting a psychology degree is not a way that a man needs you to add to him. You getting a master's in early childhood development is not an addition to him, right? And to be honest, maybe you even getting a law degree isn't an addition to him, because whatever you make, you're going to generally want him to make more than you anyways. So you want your income to be supplemental, but to a very small degree. And that's what Kevin Samuels has been able to get out, elicit from so many women. When women are asked, how much do you want to contribute to the household before it falls to shit? What do most women say? Zero. Well, if it's zero, how are you helping him out with your degree? You know, your psychology degree, where is it when you want to contribute? Zero. So when you say, oh, we're getting this degree to help you out, but then you don't want to help out, well, now I see a contradiction. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Good point, Lee. You know, how many times have you heard somebody say in Kevin Samuels videos, or maybe you're out in the streets, that how much do you want to contribute? You know, and then when you break it down, like what those mean, 10, 20%, and 10, 20% nothing but a tip. So if you, or I don't want to contribute anything at all, I want my man to take care of me, then why are you going to school? What's the point? Let's get back to the clip.
I understand that, but that's where I feel like we're painting all women with one stroke of a brush. I don't want to contribute zero to my household.
Okay, you said you're different.
I don't want to be the breadwinner either.
Okay.
But I do want to make myself as diverse as I need to be to fit my husband's needs. And if I do have to go out and make money, why not do it in a way that makes me happy? Not just any way I can, because I did not prepare myself to have to go out into the workforce because I left that on my husband. Does that make sense? So even though I might not open, a practice, or I might not, join a law firm, or whatever the case might be, I still have these skills that will make me more marketable in the job market. If I have to go out there, I don't have to go to Walmart and get a job because I don't have any other accomplishments on my resume. So I know how to, I understand that, if we want the things that we want as far as men being providers and all of that, we do have to take a back seat. But that doesn't mean that I can't want the best for myself. And I can't teach my kids to want the best for themselves.
You can want the best for yourself and want the best for your kids and not try to get a PhD in psychology. You can do both. Why are you making it just like an either or thing?
Right.
All I'm saying is if getting a PhD makes you happy, get your PhD in psychology or whatever you get it in. Do not take the step further and expect that a man will give it the credit that you want him to give it. That's all I'm saying. Get it for you.
Exactly. Don't expect us to value it more than what you did here. That is your accomplishment here. But we as men, we have our own goals, we have our own responsibilities, and we have what our own thoughts is going to be for raising this family here. Or when we get in the dating market to look for that spouse to be our significant other. And if we feel, I'm going to use the feel for us here, not just feel, but when we know what is best for us and we're saying, no, that's not best for us, don't come after us. We're letting you know now that we don't care about that. But good for you though. Congratulations. You did a damn good job.
You and your kids if you want, but don't come over here and tell me how I need to value it.
Exactly.
I'm going to value it the way that I want to value it. Mm-hmm. You get it if you want to get it. No one's punishing for you. No one's punishing you to get it, but you're saying, it sounds like, why isn't it valued the way that I want it valued? That's not that. Go ahead.
Not necessarily in that way. I'm more so saying that it's being portrayed as if it's being spoken about as if women can bring nothing to the family dynamic. Like
no one's saying that women.
No,
wait, that's too broad.
No. I'm just saying that's the perspective that I get when I see these clips. That's
that
why
women bring nothing.
No, well, little to nothing. Like that. That's what I'm getting from it. Like even if I go out and get a degree, it means nothing to a man. That's what
there you go with the degree.
Education wise, I think is what she.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's. No, you're fine.
Yes,
you're fine.
yes.
You're fine.
Thank you, Suzette. So what I'm saying is, if I go out and I seek, higher education, and I do that with the idea that in some way I'm going to be able to use this skill, whether it's in the home, outside the home, I'm going to be able to use my education to make my family more well-rounded. Why is that looked at as not valuable? Like you can use your degree. I guarantee you there's a lot of skills that you receive as an attorney that you didn't necessarily learn in a book, TLA. You understand?
Let me ask you this. Do you think a man has the right to judge the value that you place on getting a PhD for yourself?
Absolutely. In his life, absolutely. How can this benefit me, or does it benefit me? Absolutely.
Okay.
I do believe that.
Well, that's what he's doing. So what's the problem?
My problem.
What's the problem? She's fighting this here. She must be in school, or she has a degree right now, or whatever the case may be. Like this, her thought process must mean that she's either knee deep into the process or she's about to start and she's wanting to go ahead and get her thing here. So let's get back to the clip.
Why is it being taught that it's not valuable? Why is it being taught?
It's not. No.
Content creators that's that if a woman goes to achieve any type of level of higher education, that is not valuable. You have the right in your life to say, if she gets her PhD, maybe she writes books.
What they're saying, listen, they're not saying that it's not valuable. You're leaving out two words.
What two words?
That's the issue. That's where you're not connecting it. You're saying, why are men saying that it's not valuable? You're leaving out two words, very important words. The words that you're leaving out is to them. Men are saying, if you getting your PhD in psychology is not valuable to them.
To us. It's valuable to you. We're not married to you. You don't have a significant other, maybe. You may have kids already. So you got your degree to take care of yourself and your kids. But for me as a man, what is valuable to me compared to what's valuable to you. And what you need to understand is what's valuable to you, me, and what's valuable to us.
All right. If you want to get it yourself, get it yourself. If you
Do it,
think
baby
it'll
girl.
help you and your kids, get it. Fine.
Right. That's what I just said.
What some men are telling you is that a psychology degree is not valuable to them. Now, if your number one priority is to get a husband, if your number one priority is to have children, should you invest all of those years in getting a PhD in psychology, or should you do something that more aligns with your stated objective? That's all.
Sorry to keep pausing here. Exactly, Lead. He hit it right on the noggin there when I sound old as hell when I said noggin, right? Damn, I'm talking like my dad here. But you go to school for 6, 7, 8 years, wasting your youth to get your PhD. But if the end goal is to have a family and kids, why would you waste your valuable youth not looking for that man you want and spending that time in cultivating and building a relationship? Instead, you're in school, in the books, you're educating yourself. More props to you. But then you're out of school, 27, 28 years old, and where are the men at? You've lost your peak and your prime. You may have had a little fun here and there, but the men, the objective that you're looking for, they already snatched up what they snatching up. Got to think about that. Nothing is saying that you can't do it, but just know the consequences of your actions when you hit a certain age. And the men you're looking for, it's not there. Back to the clip.
All men are saying, make it line up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that your stated objective is to get a husband and then spend 8 years getting something that will not help you get that husband.
Right,
make it aligned, make it consistent. That's all men are saying. That's all we're saying.
Understood.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think your point is very valid, Taylor. I'm just going to go back to what it's like. We have some dissonance in terms of what we are taught in Black families versus what Black men actually want. I think this whole push for education and making sure that women have something to quote fall back on, I think it's been very important. I mean, my dad lost his job. Thank God my mom had him holding him down as a nurse. So
I'm
it
so
helped.
glad you're saying that. I'm so glad you're saying that the family is teaching us one thing, but the manosphere really is coming in. The manosphere. Listen, this is so important, guys. Let me shout out to the Blooming Ebony, excellent content creator herself. What is that saying? Listen, the family is teaching us one thing, but the men today in 2021, the manosphere, they are telling you.
22, I'm recording this here.
They are telling you. And Suzette came on last time, and what did she talk about? Man, I had some misconceptions coming up in my family, and now I see things differently. What are you saying? What the Jamaican that came up? Oh, we were taught this and what we were taught that. The manosphere now is telling you the truth. Women shit on the manosphere when the manosphere is telling you what the hell the deal is with men right now. They're not
you what we
echoing
want.
The misconceptions that you guys were given when you were younger. They're telling you in real time, this is what's going on, right? So receive it that way. It's gonna sound harsh because you're like, wow, I didn't grow up this way. This is not the truth that I was taught when I was 6 and 8 and 12. Why are these men that I don't know saying it? Why are they saying this stuff in this way? It doesn't sound so flowery, right? It doesn't sound so nice. Oh, these people in the manosphere are terrible. They're telling you the truth. There's some people in the manosphere that are on some bullshit. All right, that's anywhere. That's anywhere, right? I mean, people like it. People in the black pill. You can find some crazy people in the manosphere, but in general, not the black pill. Don't look at the black.
Damn,
pill
Lee,
stuff.
come on. I'm not black
general,
pill. Black shirt, but not black pill.
That what people in the manosphere, what men in the manosphere are telling you is how we feel, not the way you want us to feel, and not the way that you were taught that we should feel. We're telling you in real time how we feel.
That's a good place to pause this video here, man. Lead. No disrespect to the black pill community. Hey, I got people who are part of black pill, whatever floats your boat. I ain't trying to disrupt the pill game here. I just let you know where I'm at here, but this is a great point, great discussion here that he broke down here. Now, I could understand where the caller came in here and she was really trying to break down, and I can see the logic in her thinking here, but Ladies, you have been sold a bill of non-goods. You have been told what men want. And here's the thing. It's not what we want. It's not what we need. Normally there's a difference between what I want and what I need. And we're telling you that a whole lot of those degrees that y'all are getting, we don't want them and we don't need them when it comes to us. Now, all suits to you if you go ahead and do that. If you go ahead and accomplish your goals, you able to get a successful career, you able to take care of your family, we're not yelling at you. We are congratulating you. Kudos. But if the end game is to have a family, kids, to raise a nuclear family, you want your man on your side, you don't want to take care of significant bills, then don't go ahead and waste 6, 7, 8 years. And then when you hit the market, the sexual marketplace, you're not in your prime no more. The men that you're looking for have already grabbed up the women that they're looking for because you were busy in the books. So what do you guys think here? I could keep going on here with this subject here, but I want to keep this at a certain disposition here. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell notification below. Ladies, do you think your degree matters? Fellas, do you think degrees matter? Until next time, I am that dude named Dave, and I'm out of here. See ya, YouTube world.